اليوم رح نشرح عملية سحب البويضات بعد ما تم التأكد من اسم المريضة، اسم زوجها، رقم الملف، تاريخ ميلادها. بنسميهم الايدنتيفيكيشنز، يعني الأشياء اللي بتأكد المريضة هي وزوجها. جاهزين لنسحب البويضات. هاي الإبرة السحب بيتم التحقق أول شيء من إنه هاي الإبرة شغالة جاهزة عن طريق سحب سائل خاص اللي هو سائل بيسمح لنا نعرف كيف ضغط آلة سحب البويضات وإنه هاي الإبرة شغالة بشكل جيد. بعدها جهاز الألترا ساوند بيكون مجهز بجايد، أداة لحتى نقدر نحن نوجه هاي الإبرة. خليكن معنا رح تشوفوا على السونار. رح تشوفوا بالسونار بويضات جهزناها بالتنشيط لحتى نوصل لحجم جاهز انه نسحبها. هذا هو المبيض الايمن وهذا هو المبيض الايسر. بعد ما نحن نتاكد من البويضات انه هي جيده وجاهزه نعمل كليك. رح تشوفوا مكان دخول الابره لسحب البويضات. ستارت. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يس. مثل ما اننا شايفين هذا الخط الابيض هي الابره اللي عمال بتسحب السائل الجريبي اللي هو بيحتوي على البويضه. بنفس الوقت بتكون الممرضه عمال بتبدل هون وبتعطي السائل إلى المختبر. هاي البويضة رقم 2. على التلفزيون هيك نحن بنكون عم نشوف البويضات كيف هي. One egg collected، يعني في بويضة اوريدي خبرونا انه نحن سحبناها ونحن عم نبعث هذا السائل الجريبي الى المختبر. وبتراقب كل مرة هالبويضات مثل ما اننا شايفين على الشاشة الموصولة مباشرة مع المجهر الموجود في المختبر.
Hi, my name is Rahul. I am working as a senior embryologist at Best Life Fertility Clinic. I am going to take you through embryo formation journey inside our lab. It happens with crucial steps, and first step among that is oocyte recovery. So we also call it as OPU. In oocyte recovery, we collect the follicular fluid given by clinician into our lab, and we subject them under the microscope, and we collect possible OCC complex out of that. So these OCC complex contains your oocyte in it, but it is not in a pure form. So we keep them for final maturation inside the incubator for at least 3 hours. And once that is done, we are going for the next step that is called as denudation. Our next procedure is oocyte denudation. So, but before this procedure, if we want to subject our oocytes or OCC complex to IVF procedure, we do not want to step into this procedure because the IVF requires cumulus cells in order to aid a fertilization procedure. If we are going forward with the ICSI, so we need to clean up our oocytes with all these extra cellular mass, that is also cumulus mass, and by treating them into an enzymatic solution. So once we get our clean oocytes, we then assess them for the maturation check, and once we have the matured oocytes, we subject them to ICSI. Once our semen sample is processed and it is ready to use, we use the sample for ICSI procedure and also IVF, but we are talking about ICSI here. And once the sample is ready, we load them into our ICSI dish and we do the very strict sperm selection. So where we calculate and analyze the morphological features of the sperm, and we collect one by one sperm out of millions. So this procedure requires patience and a lot of skills. So we take care of them very keenly and we perform ICSI very carefully. Once the insemination process is over, we are going to culture these oocytes in incubator for 16 to 18 hours until our fertilization check. So once the fertilization check is over, we are going to culture them for 5 to maximum 7 days inside our lab. So the maximum level of embryo formation what you can achieve inside the lab is blastocyst. So once you achieve blastocyst, you will grade them and you will freeze them. The process is known as vitrification process. So once the vitrification is done, the vitrification process frees your embryo or its biochemical, all sorts of biochemical pathways. So once it is frozen for n number of years until you wish to warm them. Once you select your embryos, once the clinician selects your embryos to be transferred, we warm them in our lab and we incubate them almost 3 hours, let it settle down, and once it is done, we are going to proceed with your embryo transfer. All set to go. Thank you.